Now, I'm talking all the communists, socialists, and anarchists here. Don't trust liberals. I mean, I'm sure you already knew that. I'm sure you already knew that they were reactionaries, but I don't think you quite know to the extent. Now, mind you, I'm not saying that all of them are quite so bad, but 9 out of 10 times, I think it would be better for you to just side on the side of caution and realize that these people are not your friends, and they do not believe the same things you believe, even on a minuscule level. They do not care about the workers' plight. They don't care about women's rights. They don't care about gay rights. They don't care about anything. All they're doing is doing what conservatives do on a different slant. It's still capitalism. And I don't mean to say that as in, at the end of the day, it's still capitalism. What I mean by that is it's directly still capitalism. I mean, vividly, they are pro-capitalist, pro-bourgeoisie, anti-working rights type capitalists. And just because they call themselves Democrats or liberals instead of conservatives or Republicans spares no mind to anything. So let me tell you the story. I go to this group. It's an anti-Ayn Rand group. Sounds alright. It seems legit. I hate Ayn Rand. Pretty much anyone with any reasonable sense hates Ayn Rand. So I go there, and for a while it's okay, like a day. In internet time, a day is like a few months. So we're posting some shit, and then I see some crap I don't agree with, and I mumble and grumble, and they mumble and grumble back. That's normal conversation. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to like what I say, but I don't have to like what you say either. We can either argue about it or move on with our lives. And for the most part, that seemed to be happening. When they were making fun of women to defend gay people, because let me tell you this joke. This joke was about this gay flight attendant who there was this Muslim woman who didn't want to put her tray up. She wasn't done yet doing whatever she was doing. So the gay flight attendant goes up to this Muslim woman and starts getting snide with her to put up her tray. The pilot said to the plane's gonna land or some shit, and she's like, "I'm not done yet. I'll do it when I feel like it." And then he gets more snide with her, and she's like, "Where I come from, I'm considered a princess." And then the gay flight attendant responds, "Where I come from, I'm a queen, and queen outranks princess." What I really got out of this joke was gay people up here, women down here. Maybe not quite that below on the pecking order, but there is a specific pecking order. And if you don't believe there's a liberal pecking order, you're retarded. Because obviously there is, and gays are above women. And Muslims are much lower than they give credit for. They act like the conservatives and everybody else wants to act like Muslims are up high, but they're not. In fact, you're probably more at a disadvantage being a Muslim woman than you would be being just a white, blonde-haired, blue-eyed woman. So that's the joke, and obviously I didn't agree with that. I didn't agree with that because it gives into that pecking order structure. I didn't agree with that because of the fact that I see the LGBT. I know that they are a nationalist movement. They have portrayed themselves as this hyper-nationalist movement, the same way the Ku Klux Klan is about white people, LGBT is about gay people. They see themselves as a group entitled to certain rights and privileges. And gay is not a type. You are not gay as in that's your biological makeup. You are gay in the sense that you act upon gay impulses. Saying that gay is a type is like saying that smokers are a type. Even let's give them the benefit of the doubt. Gay people have a biological stance to it. That some people are born with a predisposition to be gay. Okay, so now fat people have a Ku Klux Klan. There are fat people in the streets bitching about how they're not treated equally, and trust me, they're not. So, you know what? Are we going to have special rights for fat people? Are we going to make anti-discrimination laws for fat people? Because certainly it would be more justified than homosexuals. There's more fat people in the West. Fat people more blatantly get treated like shit because of the fact they're fat. We have scientific evidence to back up that obesity has a lot to do with genetics, a lot to do with your mental state, your hormones, things like that, much more than the studies behind homosexuality, because we won't touch homosexuality with a 10-foot pole. So, where's the fat GBT? And yet, you don't see it. So, okay, so this is what we're mumbling and grumbling about. And then, of course, it subsides. Nobody cares. And I figured that's the way it should be. So then, the next day, today, the admin makes a topic about me, making me the center of attention. Did I ask to be the center of attention? No. And he's making a topic about me, how he saw on my Facebook profile, I have on my liked list Westboro Baptist Church. Well, yes, I know a lot of Westboro Baptist Church members personally. They're good friends of mine. They're good people. I also know that Westboro Baptist Church doesn't believe what people really seem to think they believe, and maybe I'll get into that in another video. And they're actually very sympathetic towards communism when I've explained it to them. So how is it that two completely different types of people can manage to find all this common ground, but someone on the moderate left can't seem to do the same with someone on the more extreme left? Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, does it? So, he's all pissed off about this, and I'm like, well, whatever, that's your problem. And you didn't hear anything out of it for a few hours. Then all of a sudden, he's talking about other people. Like, I never saw these people post, but apparently they were making death threats and saying that we need to have a civil war, and pretty much typical libertarian shit. And so he goes off on this tangent about how the right wing are traitors to the country and that they are breaking the law by saying that we need to kill politicians and shit. Nobody saw anything like this. You know what that is? That's libel. The fact that you're saying they're doing all these illegal things, but nobody has any kind of proof of it. Now some are going to come to the comment section and say that I say the same thing about moderators, but the difference is I have proof that they did it. Not to mention they say so themselves. They admit to it. The fact is, by the very nature of moderators, they have to do these things. So there's no argument. And so the fact is, he's talking about these people, he's blowing a gasket, and we're all like, calm the fuck down. Chill your tits and respect people's freedom of speech. You're the liberal here. Act like it. Rather than accept the fact that he's being too emotional for his own good. Rather than say, you're right, maybe I'm overreacting. Or at least just say, you're wrong, this is why, these people are a danger to society, blah, blah, blah. No. He comes out and attacks me, who was the least vocal in the topic, because, I got other groups I'm going to, I got things that I gotta do. I was actually very busy today, and he says to me, I'm trying to paraphrase here because I don't have the quote because he deleted it. Jim Prophet, you gave me a hair up my ass for liking Westboro Baptist Church, so bye-bye. And then bans me. He banned me for finding out I liked Westboro Baptist Church. Wasn't any of his business. He went to my profile by himself to check that shit out, and just because of something he didn't like about me that had nothing to do with the discussion or the board or anything, he decided to ban me. And that's moderator logic, and that's what you defend. And you think that's okay because it's his property. And so you do like discrimination. You do like oppression. You do like abuse. You do like bullying. And you like all these things except when they're being done to you. Except when they're being done to your pet group of the day, be it gays or Muslims or Jews or whites or whatever. So I don't want to fucking hear it. I'm running out of time here, but really, I don't want to fucking hear it when you talk about how gays are being oppressed. Oh, the white man is about to go extinct because of all the Negroes and Mexicans. Oh, we don't have freedom of speech or anything because the government took my baby. I don't want to fucking hear a goddamn thing. Because here you are, willing to ban somebody that did absolutely nothing to you, and all because of something you didn't personally like about them. And this is not just like some rarity. This happens all the fucking time. Maybe I'll make a part 2 because I'm really running out of time here. So, I'll see you later.